Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Nithai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nithai Gaura Hari Bol. Nithai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nithai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gaur Bhimanande, Sri Sri Giriraj Maharaj ki, Giriraj Govardhan ki, Gaur Bhimanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Put it back there.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you on behalf of ISKCON of Silicon Valley. We extend a very warm welcome to this very special occasion today that we are celebrating, which is Govardhan Puja. And before I start, I would humbly seek the permission and blessings from senior disciples, Prabhupada disciples like Kanka Mataji and Balimardhan Prabhu and many other devotees that are assembled here. So today we will start off with a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. But before we start off with our Mangalacharan prayers. And so kindly let's do the Mangalacharan prayers and we'll do the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yuta Padakamalam श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवं गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। So today we'll read one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 25th chapter, and the verse number is 18. So before that is pulled up on the board, please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. All right. So we can just pull up the verse if that's okay. Okay. Kindly repeat after me. Tasman Macharanam Goshnam Mannatham Matparigraham Gopaye Swatma Yogena Soyam me vrata ahitaha. Tasman macharanam goshtam mannatam matparigraham Gopaye swatma yogena Soyam me vrata ahitaha. Word to word, kindly repeat after me. Tasmat, therefore, mat sharanam, having taken shelter of me, Ghoshtam, the cowherd community, Matnatham, who have me as their master, Mat Parigraham, my own family, Gopaye, I shall protect, Swa Atma Yogena, by my personal mystic power, Saha Ayam, this, may, by me, Vrataha, wow, Ahitaha, has been taken. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I must therefore protect the cowherd community by my transcendental potency, for I am their shelter, I am their master, and indeed they are my own family. After all, I have taken a vow to protect my devotees. Purport. The word Mat Charanam indicates not only that Lord Krishna was the sole shelter for the Vrajajana, the people of Vrindavan, but also that Lord Krishna had established his home among them. Srila Vishnath Chakravarti Thakur quotes from the Anekartha Varga dictionary, Sharanam Griha Rakshitroho. The word Sharanam can represent either home or protector. The residents of Vrindavan adopted Krishna as their beloved child, friend, lover, and life itself. And the Lord reciprocated their feelings. Thus, Sri Krishna lived among these fortunate people, moving in their houses and fields, and naturally he would protect such intimate devotees from all types of danger. So this particular verse is extremely beautiful, and the story leading up to this particular verse spoken by Krishna was that one day after Krishna had delivered the wives of the Brahmanas, he saw there was great activity among the residents of Vrindavan. There were serious preparations afoot. They were making all sorts of preparations, arranging all sorts of brahmanas, puja paraphernalia. Every hustle bustle was going on. And the people were running hither and thither trying to organize this. And Krishna, all of 7 years old, asked his father, "My dear father, what is this festival that you are celebrating? And is this just a festival that you are doing because it is passed down from generation to generation? Or is there some scriptural basis of such a festival? And you should not treat me as an outsider or a little child, because there are no secrets kept from the family members. So you should actually tell me what is this festival." Krishna's words were in such beautiful way that Nanda Maharaj could have thought, "You are a small boy, you won't understand." Every single argument was countered when Krishna put his request. And Nanda Maharaj was initially very reluctant. He was like, "Yeah, he's a small child, what will he understand? We are big people doing big things." And then Krishna persisted. And Nanda Maharaj said, "All right, this is a festival that we are celebrating. It is been in the tradition in our family for generations that we do this festival to please Indra." Because Krishna asks, who is this festival and for whose satisfaction it is meant? And specifically the answer to the question whose satisfaction it was meant, Nanda Maharaj says it's meant for the satisfaction of Indra. And why Indra? They say that we are cowherd men, and Indra controls rains. Our whole subsistence depends upon rains. Krishna says in the Gita, "Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhava." And he he controls those rains, and it is he who actually gives those rains, and we subsist on that. And this is the festival. And it's a long story of how they describe. They were, in fact, it is mentioned in Harivamsha Purana, they are over-enthusiastic in their praise for Krishna, for Indra. They were like, he does this, and he's the master of all demigods, he's worshipped through Vedas, and they were completely effusive in their praise of Indra. Now, Krishna could have actually shown his true form of Vishnu. What are you guys talking about? I am Vishnu, worship me. All things would have settled. Two problems with that. First thing is, in Vrindavan, nobody will believe. Lest you think I am making this up, during the Rasa dance, when Krishna disappeared from the gopis, and gopis were plunged in an ocean of separation trying to find Krishna, Krishna plays the trick on the gopis. He assumes the form of Lord Narayan, and he's standing in four-fold bend, not four-fold bending form, but with four arms and everything. And then the gopis see him, and they bow down to him. They worship him. They say, where is Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? And of course, Lord Narayan doesn't reveal himself as Krishna till Radharani comes. And then he couldn't hold his form, so he goes back. So there is that problem of Vrindavan, that Krishna cannot simply say, I am Vishnu, worship me. I am the source of every demigod. And the second thing is this. In Vrindavan, Krishna is so careful to protect his identity as Narayan. It's a Madhurya Dham, not Aishwarya Dham, where Krishna does take every single care to make sure that his devotees don't assume as such. During the forest fire, all the young children were scared of this. Krishna said, please close your eyes, and kind of lay on the ground. And he didn't want anybody to see that he was swallowing the forest fire. Let people will be like, oh my God, you are some very different person. We'll not play from tomorrow. Krishna literally has that fear in Vrindavan. I don't want to lose my friends. So with all those things, so Krishna thinks, all this is not going to work. So he kind of tells a karma mimamsa philosophy to Nanda Maharaj. He says, why do you think Indra is the cause of the rains? Rains fall on the ocean and on rocks where there is no need. Besides, what can Indra do? He is just an agent to help us get the results of our activities. If you don't do the activities, they cannot give you any results. So why are you worshipping Indra? Besides, a person is bound by his own nature. The karma is the cause of his birth, his death, his very source of happiness in this world, and karma is everything. And besides, the conditioned nature makes everyone work, and the devatas are nothing much but just some agents. You should not take this too seriously. Instead, we are Vaishyas. And even in the Vaishyas, we are not traders. We are cowherdsmen. And our livelihood depends upon cows. And our joy comes from cows. And for cows, Govardhan actually, if you can see, is the best thing, because Govardhan is practically stopping the clouds, and we are getting rains because of that. Govardhan is giving beautiful, nice grass for our cows. Govardhan is our friend. Govardhan is our protector. If you so desire, and it will please me, that we should all worship Govardhan. Nanda Maharaj said, well, we'll have separate festival for Govardhan. Let's do the Indra festival first. We can take care of Govardhan later. But Krishna is persistent. He says, no. Why later? You have all the paraphernalia ready. So let's take all these paraphernalia and worship Giriraj. it is mentioned that the entire residents of Vrindavan, as Krishna mentions in this particular verse, that every resident of Vrindavan is having such an affectionate relationship with Krishna, and they just want to please him. Their lives are completely dedicated for a single smile of Krishna. That's it. They don't care what are the results of their activities. And when Krishna speaks, his words carry such charm, such beauty. And coming from a 7-year-old boy, you'll be flabbergasted, yes or yes? I mean, if a 7-year-old boy comes and speaks pure logic, you'll be like, whoa, this boy is much better than me. So, and imagine the master of entire logicians, Krishna, speaking. Everybody will be floored and charmed. All right, they said, okay, fine, let's do that. Let's take all these paraphernalia and let's worship Giriraj. Now, as soon as the focus changed from Indra to Giriraj, it is mentioned in Harivamsha, a strange kind of happiness took over the minds and hearts of the residents of Vrindavan. They became doubly surcharged with their desire to do the exact same puja for Giriraj. Now, they started with double the vigor. They started, first of all, the ladies of Vrindavan decorated in the best of their dresses. Krishna said, dress beautifully. And then they started dressing to their best of their abilities. Krishna said that you should make sure that you decorate the cows. You should give them golden horns and put a peacock on the cows. And then you should decorate them nicely. And then take the calves. And then everybody began to joyfully do that. They began to create mountains and mountains of rice, and then lakes and lakes of dal and other sweetmeats and everything. And they piled up in their carts. They all went to the base. And Krishna actually said that Krishna says which exact spot you should go and start worshipping Giriraj. And they take all these paraphernalia, thousands and thousands of brahmanas come, and hundreds of carts loaded with different paraphernalia, the ladies, the children, the cows, the calves, everybody goes to the base of the mountain of Giriraj. And then they select a particular place. The brahmanas, they start doing the yajna for Giriraj, and that is done. All of prasadam is offered to Giriraj. And it is mentioned here that Krishna assumes the gigantic form of Giriraj Govardhan. He appears in front of the entire community of Vrindavan, and he starts eating all these offerings. And then every single pile of rice, lakes of dal, and sweetmeats, and cakes, and name the different preparations, all of them are gone. And he says, Aniyor, give me more, give me more, give me more. And they are feverishly pitching in, just getting more and more and more and more and more. And he's still saying, Aniyor, I don't know where to get more stuff. It's like, we are done. And then at last, they gave him a tulsi leaf. And Giriraj Govardhan takes that tulsi leaf and he's satisfied. Lest you are worried what happened to the entire tons and tons of prasadam. After Giriraj consumes it, it manifests as if it were just not eaten or touched. All this happens in front of the residents of Vrindavan. And then Krishna says, now please feed everyone. Right from all the starting with the brahmanas, to all the residents of Vrindavan, and to the dogs and the dog eaters, you name it, nobody should be spared. No living entity left behind. Kind of situation happened there. Everybody ate the beautiful prasadam offered to Giriraj Govardhan to their complete heart satisfaction. And it is mentioned that during this time, the Lord bowed down to Govardhan. It is Krishna accepting the obeisances, and it is small child Krishna giving the obeisances to himself. It's just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's famous verse, Chirada dattam nijagupta vrittam swaprema namamritam atyudara apamaram yo vitatara gaura krishno janebhyastamaham prapadye. That chirad adattam, for a long time, it has not been given. What is been not given? Swa prema nama, which means his own loving name has not been given. Mahaprabhu is chanting his own name in the same way the beautiful child Krishna is offering obeisance to Giriraj, who is none other than himself. It was a very beautiful scene. And after the cowherd men, they eat, they take their bath, then Krishna says, now it's time to circumambulate the Govardhan. And then all the cows, and then the calves, and the cowherd men and women, whoever they can, they just board their bullock carts and walk, and they take this circumambulation around the Govardhan hill. And Krishna all the while is supremely pleased. And it was such a joyous festival that everyone in Vrindavan is completely happy, except one person. Who was that? Thank you. Indra is watching all this from his heavenly palace, and he's furious. How dare these residents of Vrindavan disregard my worship? Not some great saint like Durvasa came and stopped. It was a mere 7-year-old boy. Talkative, impudent, stubborn, and childish child Krishna has somehow swayed the mind of these mature residents of Vrindavan. For generations they have been doing this, and now it stopped on a whims of a 7-year-old boy. How dare he? Indra calls for his clouds. And when there is universal devastation, both partial and at the end of the universe, there are clouds called Samvartaka. These clouds are unleashed only during the times of devastation, not for the ordinary basis. And all these clouds assemble, roaring, rumbling, and thundering. They come before Indra. They say, "Oh Master, what do you want from us?" And Indra says, "If you want to please me, destroy Vrindavan. Kill the cows of Vrindavan. Because the prosperity of Vrindavan lies in the cows. They are so proud of their wealth in the form of cows. This is the time to destroy their wealth. Go and destroy Vrindavan." And that was Indra's orders to Samvartaka clouds. And Samvartaka clouds, duly taking the order of Indra, rush towards Vrindavan. And they start pouring water like nobody's business. It is mentioned the rains are falling as thick as columns of pillars. It's like pouring. The winds are howling, and it creates such a cold atmosphere. And Harivamsha Puran actually gives the plight of the cows. I will just read a little bit, if that's okay. How are we doing on time? We have time. Thereafter, the clouds began to shower a devastating rain that resembled the hands of human beings, the trunks of elephants, or the bamboo sticks. While the inhabitants of Vraja saw these unlimited and unfathomable clouds spreading across the sky, they considered the situation to be very grave, like the ocean. Mountain-like clouds began to rumble in the 4 directions throughout the sky. Birds stopped flying, and the animals ran here and there due to fear. By causing incessant rain, the formidable clouds that covered the entire sky, just as they do at the time of annihilation, dimmed the sunlight and moonlight, and thus made the entire earth appear deformed. Because of the presence of dark clouds, there was no light visible in the sky. The planets and stars seemed to disappear. There was no trace of sun or moon. Indeed, the entire sky became filled with darkness. Gradually, the surface of the earth became filled with water as the incessant rainfall from the clouds spread everywhere. The peacocks panicked, crowing loudly all the time. The other birds stopped chirping. The rivers overflowed their banks, and the trees on the banks of the rivers were swept away by strong current. Because of the thundering of clouds and the loud roaring of the rain, all the trees, creepers, and grass began to tremble. Because of this calamity inflicted upon Vrindavan by Indra, the cows were greatly affected. They bellowed pathetically while remaining stationary. It appeared as if they have turned into statues. Being unable to move their legs, they simply stood still. Their hooves and mouths also did not function. The hair on their soaked bodies stood on end. Their stomachs and milk bags shrunk considerably. Some of the cows gave up their lives, being unable to tolerate the fatigue caused by calamity. Some of them fell to the ground unconscious, and some cows, along with their calves, tried to protect themselves from the forceful rain and wind. Some cows stood still, keeping their calves underneath their bodies. Most of them were separated from their offspring. Many cows' legs lost all sensation, and all became hungry, being unable to receive food. Being totally devastated by the rain, all the clouds were shivering. Imagine the scene. It was no ordinary devastation. And this was the reaction of Krishna. Krishna considered the matter very carefully for some time. Actually, that is the reaction. When Krishna observed that the annihilation of cows and the death of the cowherd residents of Vraja was imminent, he became extremely angry with Indra. And now this verse comes that we read in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna's contemplation. We can pull up that verse, Mata, if that's okay. 10:28:18. This is where Krishna's verse is. Because at many places I found that there is this famous verse from Ramayana. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where it is said, Sakrideva prapannoyas tavasmiti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai dadamye tadvritam mama. It is said, Sakrideva prapannoyas. Sakrideva means only once. Prapannoyas. If somebody says to the Lord that I am yours, Sakrideva prapannoyas tavasmiti cha yachate, which means yachate means somebody comes and begs. Then Sakrideva prapannoyas tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvada tasmai, that I give them fearlessness from that point onwards. Dadam yetad vratam mama, that Lord Ram says. That is my vow, that anyone who just says, Oh Lord, from today onwards, I am yours. Lord Ram says that I'll give them fearlessness from that point onwards. That's my vow. Now, it's not, we take vows during initiations. And many statements are made in family life. The most famous being, if there is a marriage, if there is a home, and then there is a family that's going to the party, and the lady of the home is getting dressed, and the husband asks, well, when will you come? We have to go. Just 5 more minutes. And that is 5 minutes of Brahma might happen on that. And just to make it very, very neutral, the husband is at work and the wife says, when are you coming home? I'm just coming home in 10 minutes. we say so many things, and then it's a matter of wow. Vows, when we take, they are pretty serious, yes or yes. I mean, when you make a promise, you have to kind of fulfill it. But for the supreme absolute truth, he doesn't start every verse in Gita by, this is my vow. And then he says, paritranaya sadhunam, this is my vow. No, he just says words in Gita. And those words are absolute truth because they are spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yes or yes. There is nobody who can negate those words. There is nobody who can challenge them. There is nobody who can contradict them. Correct? But when Krishna says, I take a vow, now tell me how serious that is. And this verse is exactly pointing to that. Tasmad mat charanam goshtam mannatam mat parigraham gopaye swatma yogena soyam me. That's my vow. Now Krishna makes a vow. Please tell me who is there. Just ordinary words cannot be even. Every word is, of course, of Krishna is absolute. It's beautiful. It's spoken by Krishna, but when he says the vow, it's pretty serious. And he uses in connection with the residents of Vrindavan, especially during the Govardhan Leela. Krishna considers this matter carefully. And the same Giriraj, he said, who will protect the residents of Vrindavan, Krishna goes and lifts it. Just like Bhagavatam mentioned, a child lifts a mushroom. A mushroom goes in the forest, and then it becomes light, and Krishna lifts it. It's mentioned that when Krishna lifts the Govardhan hill, the trees on the hill, they start shaking, and the lions and the tigers, they are not knowing what's happening. It's like an earthquake for them. Earthquake from the top, earthquake from the bottom. And then the demigods and the Siddhas and Charanas say, look, Giriraj is flying now. Because they couldn't see Krishna below. He is below. It's flying. And then Krishna lifts this beautiful Govardhan hill, and then he holds it in the pinky finger of his left hand, the small finger of his left hand, and he holds it. It is said that the trees are uprooted, and when he lifts it, there is a beautiful shower of flowers that come in. And now Giriraj, being touched by the lotus finger of Krishna, he feels that these devastating blows of thunderbolts and the strong rains and winds from Indra like flower garlands. Just happy, doesn't care. And then Krishna lifts it. He says to the cowherd men, please, I have created this beautiful big umbrella of Giriraj Govardhan. Now take your cows and calves and your bullock carts and your belongings, young, old, who have possessions, who don't have possessions, who have cows and calves. Now come under this shelter of Giriraj Govardhan. One Bhagavatam sold to who? I'll turn off mine. Not me. Initially, another beauty or Leela of Govardhan. It is mentioned that Vrindavan is 32 square miles. No, 64 or 32? 64 square miles. And Nanda Maharaj had unlimited number of cows. And people ask, how is it that small area of Vrindavan can accommodate unlimited number of cows of Nanda Maharaj and so many cows and cowherd men and so on and so forth? Krishna created another miracle. That entire Vrindavan now is packed into Giriraj Govardhan underneath that hill. It is mentioned that this Giriraj mountain is 10 miles long and 2 miles wide. So that 64 square miles is now compacted into 20 square miles. Yet everyone was able to come and peacefully stay under Giriraj Govardhan. And it is mentioned that once they came under that, there was no wind howling, there was no rain, there was no cold, there was nothing. Bhagavatam mentions that initially the cowherd men were scared. What if this falls under our head? They see Krishna as their own little child. Mother Yashoda says, if I don't feed my child, he will starve to death. That supreme absolute truth who maintains unlimited living entities, Mother Yashoda thinks that if I don't feed my child, he will die. How can this child hold this? And the cowherd men slowly come inside and they realize it's better to be here rather than outside. And besides, they want to be with Krishna anyways. The initial hesitation, the acharyas explained, was just a human act. They were rushing actually to be with Krishna. Even if the Giriraj killed them, they would have been happy with that. But they wanted to be with their beloved child Krishna. And all the cowherd men and women and calves and cows, they go and stand in beneath the Giriraj Govardhan hill. It's mentioned for 7 days and 7 nights, Krishna does not eat or does not sleep. And Bhagavatam says, his personal discomfort, he keeps aside for making sure that the residents of Vrindavan are taken care of. And the acharyas explain, for example, if there is a sudden attack on the house, all the members of the house come together and they become really close. And this attack of Indra brought all the Brajavasis together under the hill of Giriraj Govardhan. The gopis of Vrindavan, they would see Krishna go to the forest in the morning. And the whole day they would be burning in the fire of separation till when he comes back. Mother Yashoda would pack lunch, but always be worried about her child. Did he eat or did he not eat? Because I remember when he was small, he used to play all day long and I had to actually grab him back. I had to tell him, if you don't eat, your Nanda Baba will not eat. So for his sake, please stop your play and come and eat. And now, every day when he would go to the forest, she would have no clue, did he eat my lunch or not? And so there was that anxiety from the residents of Vrindavan every single day. But now for 7 days and 7 nights, they were just soaking in the beauty of Krishna, just embracing of Krishna through their eyes and licking him through their tongues to their heart's contents. And there was nobody stopping them, and Krishna was not going anywhere. Some cowherd men started holding the sticks. Nanda, Lala, you are just getting too tired. We'll help you. Please, we'll hold it. You can just let it go. And then Mother Yashoda was saying, are you hungry? Please eat. And then Krishna was holding it on his left finger, and with the right finger, he started playing the flute. Madhu Mangal, hey, what are you doing? If you play the flute, the immovable objects start moving. And the moving objects become motionless like statues. You start playing the flute, Jamuna, which is flowing, she becomes still. And the deer that are moving and the cows that are moving, they become like statues. I have a fear. You start playing the flute, Giriraj will be in such ecstasy, he will fly away. Or worse yet, he will melt, because your flute has the capacity of melting stones. Giriraj is a stone. If he melts, then we will have no protection. What are you doing? And then the other cowherd men said, Krishna is fatigued. Let him play flute. Giriraj will behave. And Krishna plays his flute. And so many sweet pastimes happen. The acharyas say that because it's a 360 and Krishna is standing in one form, so which means his back is to someone and his lotus face is seeing someone else, but in this case it was 360. Everyone was feeling that Krishna was on looking at me. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Rath Yatra cart, he had 7 parties that were in kirtan, and everybody thought that Mahaprabhu was with me alone. In the same way, Krishna enacted the pastime of rasa dance, where every gopi thought that Krishna was with me alone, and that was the cause of pride, and Krishna left. And the same thing happened here in Giriraj. For 7 days and 7 nights, with no thirst. Nobody felt thirsty, hungry, sleepy. Imagine standing for 7 days and 7 nights. I had an opportunity to stand for 7 hours on one day. Because of work-related stuff, I just had to walk around, do this. At the end of 7 hours, I was seriously fatigued. But 7 days and 7 nights, nobody did anything. And they were just absorbed in Krishna. And, they were telling Radharani, hey, please be careful now. Don't glance at Krishna too much. Because he will be again agitated, and he may drop the Govardhan. We will be in serious trouble. So so many wonderful pastimes happened under those 7 days and 7 nights. And it was such a bliss, such an ecstasy. It was like icing on cake after the Govardhan Puja that the residents of Vrindavan performed. And in the meanwhile, outside, the Sambartaka clouds were trying furiously. They were hitting so hard Giriraj and trying to break him. The thunderbolts and the clouds and the winds, they were trying to just break him. And as I mentioned earlier, the harder the thunderbolts hit, it was just like beautiful, soft flower garlands on the lotus hands of Giriraj. And nothing happened. So they tried and tried and tried and tried. Nothing worked out. Then Indra, I think I made a mistake. A pretty serious mistake at that. And then after 7 days, he withdraws his clouds. Or rather, the clouds become fatigued and defeated. And they just go back to Indra. Thank you, we are done. We can't do anything more. And Indra realizes this is the potency of Krishna. And he withdraws all the clouds. And then at this time, Krishna tells the residents, now you can go out. The clouds that were devastating Vrindavan have given up. There is beautiful sunshine, and you should go. And slowly, in fact, anybody would be saying, thank God, let's go back to our homes. But the cowherd, yes, please move. Thank you. Everybody would be happy to go back to their home, yes or yes? And the cowherd men and women and the gopis and the cows, they reluctantly tore them away from Krishna because their whole goal of life was just to keep Krishna happy. And so they tore themselves away from Krishna and they slowly started moving away. And you can see it did take some time because it was a 20 square mile Giriraj that Krishna held. And after they all went away, Krishna slowly put back Giriraj in its original place. And then he came out. Then Krishna started seeing what sort of damage happened to his beloved Vrindavan. And then it is mentioned that by his glance, things just became as they are. Whatever devastation happened, it just got wiped out. In the meanwhile, Indra was... And then he came to Krishna, accompanied by a Surabhi cow. And then Krishna was glorified by Indra by saying that you are our Indra. and then you are the one who is protecting the cows, and you are the personality, you are the supreme absolute truth that gives pleasure to the cows. And from today onwards, your name will be Govinda. And after being bathed by Mother Surabhi, because Indra knew there was no chance. If he didn't come with a Surabhi cow, Krishna would not give much. And it happened before. Indra was fully aware in the Brahma Vimohan Leela. When Brahma actually tried to delude Krishna through his mystic potency, Krishna showed far greater mystic potency than him. And then Brahma was completely bewildered and confused as to, I stole this set of calves and cowherd boys and I hid them in the cave. And then Krishna is playing here with the same set. So which is real? This is real, that is real. Which is real? He gets completely confused. And he comes and offers prayers to Krishna. Beautiful prayers. The prayers in the 14th chapter of the 10th canto, they are amazing prayers by Brahma. And then it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that those prayers of Brahma actually are the sum and substance of the Vedic knowledge. And Brahma gives those beautiful prayers. Please understand that Krishna doesn't even say a word. Brahma is like, is he still upset with me? Did he even hear my prayers? Not even saying one word. And he says, okay, now I'll just get going. Thank you very much. And he circumambulates Krishna 3 times and he leaves. So Indra realized that. He said, it's better if I come on my own. Then not a pleasant fate awaits me. So he comes with Surabhi to make sure that Krishna is pacified. And this is the beautiful story of Giriraj. We have few more minutes. I wanted to ask Kanka Mataji to say a few words about this, and then I have few more minutes that I just wanted to touch on Chaitanya Leela or Gaur Leela on Giriraj.
I thought your class was amazing, wonderful class, and I love this story, and I love the song that goes along with it. I'm not going to sing it though. The kids in New Vrindavan, there was a beautiful devotee who wrote all these verses to this song about Govardhan, and it's so wonderful. But I also wanted to just let everyone know that on YouTube, there's an amazing class by Srila Prabhupada in November 14th, 1966. And he talks the whole story about Govardhan. And it's amazing because he gives so much nice philosophy within the story. And something that I just heard for the first time today. I was so excited that Krishna allowed me to hear this wonderful class. And your class is also very inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the blessings. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Vrindavan, he was acting in the role of a devotee, though he was Krishna himself. And because Krishna had assumed the form of Giriraj, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never climbed or stepped on the Giriraj Govardhan mountain. And he would be respectful and offer obeisances from a distance. And that is how Srila Prabhupada writes, we Gaudiya Vaishnavas following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never step foot on Giriraj even today, but we respectfully circumambulate. And another beautiful story of Giriraj is that Sanatana Goswami actually would every day go on a parikrama around Giriraj. And he would do this austerity even in a very advanced age when his health was not fully cooperating with him. And, it's mentioned that Krishna comes in a dream and tells him that, you are old now, you should stop going around like this. And Sanatan Goswami says, no, this is my vow to kind of go around. And it is mentioned that Krishna places his lotus feet on a beautiful rock, on a piece of rock. And then he says, this is Giriraj. Now you can circumambulate it. And even today in Radha Damodar temple, right, Balimardhan Prabhu, that particular stone is still there. And we can go and take darshan of it, whenever we go to Vrindavan. So, on this beautiful occasion, I think there is one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam that we'll repeat, where remembering the mood of gopis, we will repeat that verse. I think it's in Venu Gita, if somebody can help me. 10:21, Hantaya Madrir. Sorry, 10:21:18. Thank you. Oh, that's good. It's 10:25:18, that's 10:21:18. The gopis, they remember Giriraj, and they 10:21:18 Mata. 10:21:18. Kindly repeat after me. Hantaya madrirabala haridasavaryo. Hantaya madrirabala haridasavaryo. Yadrama Krishna charanasparasha pramodaha. Manam tanoti sahago ganayostayorya. Pani yasuyavasakandara kandamulai. Hantaya madrirabala haridasavaryo. Yadrama Krishna charanasparasha pramoda. Manam tanoti sahago ganayostayorya. Pani yasuyavasakandara kandamulai. Translation, please. Of all the devotees, this Govardhan hill is the best. O my friends, this hill supplies Krishna and Balaram, along with their calves, cows and cowherd friends, with all kinds of necessities. Water for drinking, very soft grass, caves, fruits, flowers and vegetables. In this way, the hill offers respects to Krishna. Being touched by the lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram, Govardhan hill appears very jubilant. So this is, Krishna performed so many wonderful pastimes along with Radharani and Giriraj Govardhan. So it was one of the most dearmost spots for Krishna. And Srila Rupa Goswami actually, he composed a set of verses which are called Chitra Kavitvani. And the essence of that particular composition was that he performed miraculous, genius compositions in Sanskrit that are impossible to do it in the modern context. For example, can you just write a poem with 2 letters? That's it. That's it. He did that. So in honor of Giriraj, he actually had a composition that was done only with 2 letters. Ra and Dha. So Radha, he took it, and then he spun it around. And then the composition goes something like this. It is Dhare dhara dhara dharam dhara dhara durarudhi dhira dhira radha dhirodham radha dhuram dharam. It is said that it is this particular verse is saying that when Krishna was steadily holding the Giriraj Govardhan hill on his index finger, then the steady-minded Radha was worshipping him. Dhare dhara dharadharam dhara dharadurarudi dhira dhira radadi rodam radha duram dharam. So that's one of the verses that also comes in reference to Giriraj. So we will stop here. It's almost 7 o'clock. We'll have a beautiful, beautiful arati and circumambulation of Giriraj. And again, for those who just joined late, a heartiest and warm welcome to ISKCON of Silicon Valley on this very, very special and beautiful day where we celebrate the worship of Giriraj. Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki jai. All right, we'll stop here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Now there is going to be Arati for Giriraj. And after the Arati is over, you can all circumambulate Giriraj. And it's from 7 to 7:30, Arati first, and then there will be circumambulation, and then singing the kirtan and songs. And at 7:30, there will be Arati for the main deities.
Hare Krishna. If you are parked in the temple parking, we request you to move the cars so we can arrange for prasadam after the program. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, now you can all stand up for the Arati for the Giriraj Govardhan.
Hare Krishna. If you have parked your car in the parking lot, it's a request that you move the car out. We will have the Aarti now, then we will do the Govardhan Parikrama after the Govardhan Aarti. So please don't rush for the Parikrama right now. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan. Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahava. Keshikata Vanshi Bhata Dwadashakara. Jahasa Balila Koilo Shri Nandanana. Shri Nanda Jashoda Jaya Jaya Gopaka. Shri Ramadi Jaya Jaya Dhenu Vatsaka. Jaya Vrishabhanu Jaya Kirti Dasunari. Jaya Parnamasi Jaya Giranagari. Jaya Jaya Gopishwara Vrindavana Maj. Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Vijara. Pati Jaya Nagakanya Bhakti Tejahara Palo Govinda Cha
Hare Krishna. So we'll start our Damodar Ashtakam now. In Damodar month, while offering lamb to their lordships, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Saman Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Dev, Shri Shri Panchatattva, will sing this song. Hare Krishna. Tejas. There is another Vidanga. You can have another. He is also very good. Namami Shwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kandalanga Kule Bhajamana Namami Shwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalanga Kule Bhajamana Namami Swaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalanga Kule Bhajamana Namami Swaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalanga Namami Swaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalanga Kule Bhajamana Jasoda bhiyo dukho labdhavamanam paramishtamachan tato dukho gopya Jasoda bhiyo dukho labdhavamanam Namami Swaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalanga Kule Bhajamana Namami Rodanta Muhur Netram Yogmam Vedantam Karam Bhoja Yog Mena Satanka Netram Vedanta Muhur Netram Yogmam Vedantam Karam Bhoja Vedanta Muhur Netram Yogmam Vedantam Karam Bhoja Yog Mena Satanka Netram Vedanta Muhur Netram Moho Sasakampa Tirekhanka Kantha Moho Sasakampa Tirekhantakanta Mohosasakanta Tirekhantakanta Mohosasakanta Tirekhantakanta Stitagraiva Damodara Bhakti Bodha Stitagraiva Damodara Bhakti Bodha Namami Swaram Siddhananda Rupa Lasasundalanga Suledhajamana Iti Dikshale Lave Ranand Kunde Sadhasani Madhyantam Akyapayantam Iti Dikshale Lave Ranand Kunde Sadhasani Madhyantam Akyapayantam Iti Dikshale Lave Rananda Kunde Saghosoni Mahajantam Akyapayantam Iti Dikshale Lave Kadishitagyasho Bhakarjitatvam Kadishitagyasho Kadishitagyasho Bhakarjitatvam Kadishitagyasho Bhakarjitatvam Puno Prematastam Tata Vriti Bhante Puno Puno Prematastam Tata Vriti Bhante Puno Chidananda Rupa Lata Sundalanga Kule Dhajamana Namami Saranga Chidananda Rupa Varam Deva Mokshana Moksha Bodhema Natanya Vinayaham Vare Sadhake Varam Deva Varam Deva Mokshana Moksha Vadhema Nasanya Vinayaham Vare Sadhake Varam Deva Idante Vapurnatha Gopal Bala Idante Vapurnatha Idante Vapurnatha Gopal Bala Idante Vapurnatha Sada me manasyavi Rasta ki mano Sada me Sada me manasyavi Rastam ki mano Sada me manasyavi Nama Visharanta Chidananda Rupa Lasakundalanga Kule Majamana Nama Visharanta Chidananda Idante Mukham Hujam Atyanta Nilal Vintam Kundalai Snekha Rakachagopya Idante Mukham Hujam Atyanta Nilal Vintam लय सिद्ध वेदांते मुखं भज अत्यंत निर्लय वृंदाकुंतलय स्निग्ध राक्षस गोप्या वेदांते मुखं भज कृपा दृष्टि मुहुशुभितां बिम्बाराकाधरां मे मुहुशुभितां मुहुशुभितां बिम्बाराकाधरां मे मनस्या विनाशा मलमलाचला ओय मनस्या विनाशा मलमलाचला मनस्या विरास्ता अलम लक्षला होय मनस्या विरास्ता नमामि सारां सच्चिदानन्द रूपं रसकुण्डलं रघुकुलनाथमानम् नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसिद्ध प्रभो दुःख जालाभिमग्न नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसिद्ध प्रभो दुःख जालाभिमग्न कृपा दृष्टि विश्वाते देना बतानो कृपा दृष्टि विश्वाते देना बतानो कृपा दृष्टि विश्वाते विहाने सुमामज मेधाक्षि कृष्णा विहाने सुमामज विहाने सोमामज मेध्याक्षिदेशा विहाने सोमामज नमामि सारां सच्चिदानन्द रूपं रसकुण्डलं कुबेरात्मजो वाथौ मूर्तैवयाघात् तयामोसितौ भक्ते भाजकृतौ च कुबेरात्मजो वाथौ कुबेरात्मजो वाथौ मूर्तैवयाघात् तयामोसितौ भक्ते भाजकृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्ते सका में प्रयच्छ तथा प्रेम भक्ते सका में प्रयच्छ नमस्ते गो मुक्ति दामोदरे ओ नमस्ते गो मुक्ति नमस्ते गो मुक्ति दामोदरे ओ नमस्ते गो मुक्ति नमामि सारां सच्चिदानन्द रूपं रसकुण्डलं नमस्तुस्तु धाम्ने पुरोदेशि धाम्ने तदीयोदरायाथो विश्वासधाम्ने नमस्तुस्तु धाम्ने पुरोदेशि धाम्ने नमस्तुस्तु धाम्ने पुरोदेशि धाम्ने दियो दलाया को विश्वास धाम में नमस्ते धाम में नमो राधिकाय तदियो प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय तदियो प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय तदियो प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय तदियो प्रियाय नमो अनंत लीलाय देवाय गोविंदाय अनंत लीलाय नमो अनंत लीलाय देवाय गोविंदाय अनंत लीलाय Chidananda Rupa, Dasa Kundala Gopale Jasoda Vyalukha Lathavamana, Jasoda Vyalukha Jasoda Vyalukha Lathavamana Jasoda Vyalukha Lathavamana Jasoda Vyalukha Paravistamata Sattvagopa Paravistamata Paravistamata Sattvagopa Paravistamata Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Namami Swara Satchidananda Rupa Lasad Kundalanga Bhole Bhajama Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe 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 Chilo Jaya Deve Prano Dhano Hai Chilo Jaya Deve Prano Dhano Hai Jaya Radha Madan Gopal Radha Madan Gopal Radhe 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 Dilo Sikanath Prano Dhano Hai Dilo Sikanath Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Shilo Rupa Goswami Prana Dhana Hai Rupa Goswami Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jaya Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Shilo Sanatanir Prana Dhana Hai Shilo Sanatanir Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe Shilo Madhu Panditar Prana Dhana Hai Shilo Madhu Panditar Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jaya Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jaya Shilo Jiva Goswami Prana Dhana Hai Shilo Jiva Goswami Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe Shilo Gopal Bhattar Prana Dhana Hai Shilo Gopal Bhattar Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Vinoda Radha Vinoda Radhe Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Vinoda Radha Vinoda Radhe Shilo Lokanathar Prana Dhana Hai Shilo Lokanathar Prana Dhana Hai Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe स्वामी प्राण धन है शीला स्वामी प्राण धन है राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय शीलो श्यामानंदेर प्राण धन है जय राधा मात बिहारी राधा मात बिहारी राधे जय राधा मात बिहारी राधा मात बिहारी राधे जय शीलो हरिदास प्राण धन है जय राधा कांत राधा कांत राधे जय राधा कांत राधा कांत राधे जय शीला बक्रेश्वरेर प्राण धन है शीला जय गांधर्विका गिरे धारे गांधर्विका गिरे धारे राधे जय गांधर्विका गिरे धारे गांधर्विका गिरे धारे राधे जय शीला सरस्वतीर प्राण धन है जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा शीलो प्रभुपादेर प्राण धन है शीला प्रभुपादेर जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
जय नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय नरहरि रूप की जय जगत गुरु श्री प्रपाद की नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लाद लाद दायिने प्रह्लाद लाद दायिने हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः परताने सिंहा हरिवो ईताने सिंहा परताने सिंहा जामे ताताने सिंहा जाता जाता जामे ताताने सिंहा बाहिर सिंहा हृदय सिंहा बाहिर सिंहा हृदय सिंहा जाता जाता जामे ताताने सिंहा जातो जातो जामे ताताने सिंहा बाहिर सिंहा हृदय सिंहा बाहिर सिंहा हृदय सिंहा सिंहमादे शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहमादे शरणं प्रपद्ये तव कर कमल बरे नख अद्भुत सिंहा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु बिंहा केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तब कर कमल बरे दलिता केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता जय जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदीता हलधर रूपा जय Jagadish Hare. Jaya Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Jaya Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, 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 Jaya Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Nisinghadev, Jaya Nisinghadev, Jaya Kalam Maharaj, Jaya Kalam Maharaj, Jaya Kalam Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Kalam Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaya Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaya Hari Bol. जय भद्रनाथ भगवान नृसिंहदेव की, जय नरहरि रूप की, जय प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की, जय निताय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंद हरि।
Please come and take prasadam, but 2 minutes before that, we just want to acknowledge all the devotees who've participated. Acknowledge all the devotees who have participated in making this festival possible. To quickly wrap up the announcements due to prasadam, we have the wonderful decoration team, the team of devotees who prepared the Govardhan, the team of devotees who dressed the deities, as well as those who cooked the feast. So we're very grateful for all of your presence, and please come take prasadam. Hare Krishna.